We have a few observations about the possibility of Republican candidate for president, multi-billionaire Donald Trump, paying no taxes whatsoever, leaving the burden on the rest of us patsies that have allowed he and his class to buy our Congress that passed the laws allowing he and his fellow multimillionaires and billionaires get away with it. Although we really empathize with those that are upset with freeloader Trump and others of his financial class, we can't really object to the Trumpster and his friends taking advantage of the present tax laws. If Trump can legally pay no income or other taxes, we don't blame him. However, if true, what it does do is to again demonstrate that the idiotic trickle-down economics favored by so many in the Republican Party and the Republican Congress, along with a few Democrats, and that they have been touting for years, ever since Ronald Reagan, such thinking and philosophy is a burden on the middle class, and the American public has been sold a bill of goods about this for a long time. If nothing else, the lack of a tax obligation by the very rich shows that the income tax system in the United States is rigged and needs some serious overhauling. Bernie Sanders was right in that the top 1%, although more likely 10%, has not been paying their fair share, and changes in the tax code are long overdue. It is time to kiss goodbye to those tax breaks that amount to welfare for the rich and that were passed by our elected, bought and paid for members of Congress that we, the people, keep electing and sending back to Washington. In addition, although at first glance it may look as if the corporate tax rate in the United States is very high, once you apply all the various corporate tax breaks and depletion allowances, etc., many of the most profitable industries in the United States pay little or no corporate tax. Again, Mr. Gotrocks is attempting to pull the wool over the eyes of Mr. and Mrs. Got-No-Rocks. While we're at it, we need to raise the cap on Social Security payments into the system by just 10%. If this is done, Social Security should be solvent for the next 100 years. However, never under any circumstances allow the investment of those funds in the stock or other financial markets. These people, whose greed caused the financial meltdown a few years ago of the rest of us, and don't forget the recent Wells Fargo fraud on their customers, have already demonstrated they are not to be trusted. Been there, done that. It was not a pleasant experience. I'm Homer Scarborough. This has been a Georgia News Online editorial.